Hi students, welcome to Gauri Smart channel. Today we are going to discuss about polynomial concept. So many students are writing exam, so very well. So all the best for your exam. Definitely you will get a rank if you watch all videos. So in future, within 1 week or 5 days, I am going to upload physics videos and chemistry videos also. Now in this today polynomial chapter is most very important. So in this polynomials we are going to get minimum 5 marks. Definitely you are going to get minimum 5 marks. So polynomial is a very important chapter. So that's a we will get 5 marks. So friends and students, if you like this video, just like it. Now I am going to start. So polynomial concept. What is polynomial? An algebraic expression which is having the all terms are positive terms, then all positive degree terms, then that is called as polynomial. An algebraic expression which is having positive degree, an algebraic expression in which all terms are having positive degree, then it is called polynomial. So example I will write ax square plus bx plus c. So this is called polynomial where a not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, so then it is a linear polynomial. So where a not equal to 0 and b not equal to 0, then this is called quadratic polynomial. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a not equal to 0, then this is called cubic polynomial. In this polynomial, we are going to discuss so many things. This is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial and this is a standard form of a cubic polynomial. So in this polynomial, we are going to discuss zero polynomial and zero of the polynomial and degree of the polynomial. Now see here, they will ask degree of the polynomial. So in this degree of the polynomial, we have to see what is the highest power of the polynomial. Now let us suppose take x to the power of 5 plus 7x square minus 9x plus 12. This is the polynomial. In this polynomial they will ask degree. Degree means here, see here, the highest power is 5. So in this a polynomial in which term is having highest power, that is only the degree of the polynomial, degree of the given polynomial. That is most very important. Next, zero of the polynomial. Zero of the polynomial means zero polynomial and zero of the polynomial. First we will discuss zero polynomial. Zero polynomial means in a polynomial, if all terms are 0, then that is called zero polynomial. In a polynomial, if all terms are 0, 0x cube, 0x square, 0x plus 0. This is a polynomial, all terms are 0. So it is a zero polynomial. Now zero of the polynomial. Now listen, zero of the polynomial, most very important. X square minus 5x plus 6. This is a polynomial. For what values of x the polynomial becomes 0, that is called zeros of the polynomial. For example, if we substitute x value is 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. So 2 square is 4 minus 5 to the 10 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 minus 10, 0. See here, 2 is the zero of the polynomial. Again 3 is also zero of the polynomial. Because degree is 2, so we will get 2 zeros. If degree is 3, we will get 3 zeros. If degree is 1, we will get 1 zero. So like that, degree of the polynomial and zeros of the polynomial and zero polynomial. So this is the about polynomial. Now we are going to discuss about types of polynomial. There are types of polynomial according to terms. According to terms, we can say polynomials are 3 types. One is monomial. A polynomial in which only one term is there, that is called monomial. That is called monomial. For example, x square y z. This is a monomial. So now they will ask what is the degree of the monomial? What is the degree of the monomial? So we can say that the sum of the powers of the all terms which are present in a monomial, the sum of the powers of the all variables, the sum of the powers of the all variables which are present in a monomial, that is degree of the monomial. In this x square y power 1 z power 1, so 2 plus 1 plus 1 4, so that is the 4 is the degree of the monomial or degree of a term, degree of a term. Now I will say one more example. What is the degree of this term? So x cube y square z power 6. So 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 6 11. So 11 is the degree of this monomial. Next, binomial. A polynomial in which if two terms are there, then that is called binomial. Then that is called binomial. So example, x plus y or x plus 5, x plus y or x plus y, like that. Next, trinomial. A polynomial in which if three terms are there, then that is called trinomial. Then that is called trinomial. X square plus x plus 6. So a polynomial in which if three terms are there, then that is called trinomial. Now we will discuss about polynomial according to degree. So discussion of polynomials, types of polynomials according to degree. A polynomial which is having degree 1, that is called linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. So example, x plus y plus z plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the linear polynomial. So standard form I will write ax plus b. So this 0 is not there. Ax plus b, this is a linear polynomial in one variable. Ax plus by plus c, this is a linear polynomial in two variables because x and y are linear variables. So this is a linear polynomial in one variable. This is a linear polynomial in two variables. Ax plus by plus c z plus d is equal to d. This is a linear pair in three variable. So like that. Next, quadratic polynomial. A polynomial which is having degree 2, then that is called quadratic polynomial. A polynomial in which if it is having degree 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial. Standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. This is the quadratic polynomial. Next, cubic polynomial. A polynomial which is having degree 3, then that is called cubic polynomial. Standard form of a cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the standard form, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So this is the degree of this is the cubic polynomial example or standard form or normal form, general form, we can say like that. Now, biquadratic polynomial. A polynomial which is having degree 4, that is called biquadratic polynomial. So standard form is ax to the power of 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. So this is the standard form of a biquadratic polynomial. So now we learned polynomial, and so 0 of the polynomial, 0 polynomial, and what is the standard polynomials, and we got the concept types of polynomial. Now we are going to discuss about graph of the polynomial. So very important graph of the polynomial. Now listen. So graph of a polynomial. So the graph of the polynomial is nothing but, listen here. If we take ax plus by plus c, so this is the linear polynomial, we never. If you take linear polynomial, so you will get a straight line. You will get a straight line. I will explain in detail. For example, if I take x plus 1, linear polynomial, because so we are taking x plus 1 in a one variable, that is equal to y is equal to x plus 1. If I substitute x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 1. If I substitute x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. If I substitute x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. Next 3, next 4, next 5. What I am getting? I am getting a linear. So if I take linear polynomial, I am getting straight line. So ax plus by plus c or a linear polynomial will give you a straight line. Now I will take quadratic polynomial. Ax square plus bx plus c. If you take quadratic polynomial, then you will get the graph. Parabola. That is a parabola or U-shape. U-shape diagram or parabola. In this ax square plus bx plus c, if the coefficient of x square is greater than 0, then the graph is upwards. If a less than 0, then the graph is downwards. So most very important things we have to learn. Now I will explain. See here. If a graph or if a parabola intersecting the x-axis in like this or like this, then ax square plus bx plus c. If it is like this, ax square plus bx plus c is less than 0. If it is like this, ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. And also sometimes the graph is like this. Then also this condition, ax square plus bx plus c is greater than 0, x square plus bx plus c less than 0. Sometimes the graph is like this, means no touching x-axis. So same condition, x square plus bx plus c greater than 0, x square plus bx plus c less than 0. So like this you have to remember. So the graphs. Next, division algorithm. If f of x and g of x are non-zero polynomials and q of x and r of x are any polynomials, then f of x is divisible by g of x, then we will get quotient q of x, and so we will get r of x is a remainder. This is called division algorithm. If f of x is divided by g of x, then we will get the remainder r of x. That is called division algorithm. So this can be written as dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So your dividend is f of x, divisor is g of x, and quotient is q of x, and remainder is f of x, r of x. So this is called division algorithm. in polynomial. So now formation. How to form quadratic polynomial or cubic polynomial? If you know two zeros alpha comma beta, then you have to think x is equal to alpha and x is equal to beta. Now x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. Then multiply these two, you will get x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Now remove this is equal to 0, then you will get the quadratic polynomial. Same like that, x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. If you do this product, then you will get the cubic polynomial. That is the formation of the polynomials. Next, relationships. So relationships means the relationship between zeros of the polynomial and the coefficients of the polynomials. So here a comma b are coefficients, alpha comma beta are the zeros. Then ax square plus bx plus c is a polynomial. Then sum of the zeros is minus b by a and product of the zeros is c by a. Sum of the zeros is minus b by a and product of the zeros is c by a. So minus b by a means what? Minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. C by a means what? Constant by x square coefficient. Like that we have to remember. Next, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is a cubic polynomial. Then the relation between coefficients and zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, that is equal to c by a. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. These 5 formulas are most very important: minus b by a, c by a, minus b by a, c by a, and minus d by a. These 5 are most very important. They will ask directly. So the product of the sum of the product of the roots of the cubic polynomial they will ask. Then if you remember this minus b by a, sorry, this c by a, then you will get the answer correctly. Now, remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. If f of x is divided by g of x, if f of x is divided by g of x, then we will get the remainder f of a. Sorry. If f of x is divided by x minus a, then we will get the remainder f of a. This is called remainder theorem. Here f of x is a non-zero polynomial and it is having the degree more than the x minus a, linear more than the linear polynomial. Then we can say that if f of x is divided by x minus a, then we will get the remainder f of a. Then we will get the remainder f of a. How can you write using a division algorithm? Dividend is equal to divised into quotient plus remainder. So dividend is here f of x. F of x is equal to x minus a into q of x plus f of a. F of a. This is the remainder theorem. In the exam, in the exam they want to ask in the concept, if f of x is equal to x minus into k of x plus f of a, then which is the theorem? What is the theorem? They will ask remainder theorem, basic fundamental theorem, or factor theorem, or none of these they will ask. So you have to keep remainder theorem. Now, factor theorem. In this remainder theorem, if remainder is 0, in this remainder theorem, if remainder is 0, then we can say that that is factor theorem. That is factor theorem. Means f of x is equal to x minus a into q of x. See, these two are factors of this one. So this is multiplicand, this is multiplier, this is multiplicand, and this is product. So these are the factors. These are the factors. Now, relating to this one and this one, we are getting so many bits. How they will ask? Let us see. If f of x is a polynomial, if it is divided by x minus a completely, if it is divided by x minus a completely, then the remainder is f of a. How you get? So x minus a is equal to 0, x is equal to a, substitute this x value here, then we will get remainder f of a. If f of x is divided by x plus a, then remainder is f of minus a, f of minus a. So x plus a is equal to 0, x is equal to minus a. If f of x is divided by ax minus b, then the remainder is f of b by a, f of b by a. If f of x is divided by ax plus b, then the remainder is f of minus b by a, f of minus b by a. If the all remainders are 0, then we will say that x minus a is a factor of f of x, x plus a is a factor of f of x, ax minus b is a factor of f of x, ax plus b is a factor of f of x, if remainders are 0. Now we are going to discuss about shortcuts. In this polynomial, shortcuts are most very important. I am going to give you shortcuts, all shortcuts. So you just remember, then easily you will get the answer. In the given polynomial, if the sum of the all coefficients means all x square, x cube or x, all coefficients of terms is 0, then x minus 1 is a factor. So I will give the example, you can easily understand. X square, x minus 2. This is a polynomial. Here what is the coefficient? 1. Here also what is the coefficient? 1. So 1 plus 1 minus 2. So 2 minus 2, 0. So means 1 plus 1 minus 2 means sum of the all coefficients. This is coefficient, this is also coefficient, this is constant. So sum of the coefficients of all polynomial is equal to 0, then x minus 1 is a factor. See, x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. So I am substituting 1 square means 1, 1 into 1 minus 2, 1 plus 1 minus 2. So 2 minus 2, 0. That is a shortcut. So if you get like that, in a very big polynomial is given, thus all coefficients if you are adding, you are getting 0. Then which of the following is a factor, they will ask. Then simply you write x minus 1. Next, if the sum of the coefficients of the even powers and sum of the coefficients of the odd powers are equal, if the sum of the coefficients of the even powers and sum of the coefficients of the odd powers in a polynomial are equal, then x plus 1 is a factor. Then x plus 1 is a factor. So now I will take same example. See here, odd powers means 2, even powers means 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2, 2 is equal to 2, means it is satisfying x plus 1 factor. Now x value minus 1, substitute. Minus 1 square means 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Minus 1 into plus 2, minus 2, 2 cancel. So like that x plus 1 is a factor. Now these are the most very important formulas. Definitely in this triviality, in this one bit definitely comes. Definitely they will give one bit from this important formulas or important shortcuts. Now see here, alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, means that's nothing but a square plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 2ab. A minus b whole square is equal to a plus b whole square minus 4ab. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. A cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. A cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a minus b whole cube plus 3ab into a minus b. Like that I am giving. Here alpha cube plus beta power 4, alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 means alpha square whole square, beta square whole square, a square plus b square. Again a plus b whole square minus 2ab, like that. Next, alpha to the power of 5 plus beta to the power of 5 is equal to, this is most important. So you take this screenshot and write in your notes or anywhere somewhere. So most very important, alpha to the power of 5 plus beta power of 5 is equal to alpha square plus beta square into alpha cube plus beta cube minus alpha square beta square into alpha plus beta. So what is the we are not understanding is, I will explain one, then you do the remaining all. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is equal to alpha plus beta by alpha into beta. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 1 by gamma is equal to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha by alpha plus beta plus gamma. Like that, alpha cube plus beta square into plus alpha square into beta cube. If you take common alpha square beta square, then alpha square beta square into alpha plus beta. Again 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square is equal to alpha square plus beta square by alpha square into beta square. One important thing I will say, then remaining you can do it. Yes, the alpha plus beta means minus b by a and alpha into beta is c by a. Now substitute here, then what will you get? Minus b by a means b square by a square minus 2 into alpha into beta c by a. See, LCM is a square, then b square minus 2ca is the answer. This is we have to keep in the options they will give. So if alpha comma beta are the two zeros, then find alpha square plus beta square, they will ask just. So you have to remember this formula, then you can substitute easily. So answer is b square minus 2ca by a square. This is also same like that. Alpha minus beta whole square they want. So that is what? B square by a square minus 4c by a. So answer is a square is the LCM, b square minus 4ca. This is also same thing. So I got already alpha minus beta whole square means alpha minus beta means root over b square minus 4ac by a. That is you have to substitute here, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So that you both multiply, then you will get the answer. Alpha cube plus beta cube, this is most important, I will explain. This is minus b cube by a cube minus 3c by a into minus b by a. Now a cube is the LCM, a square is there, so one more a will be there, so 3abc minus b cube. So this bit definitely will come in IIT, so definitely. So like this if you do, you will get the easily. So this is the concept today, and write the test about this concept, about this only concept, but differently I'll ask, means application type I will give. So all questions I am only preparing, so by myself, so applicated bits I am giving, only 10 bits only I am giving about this concept. Write the test and simply just send, means simply submit. If you submit, then I will get the your score. So no need to send screenshot of your whatever the marks you are getting. If you submit only, then I will get the marks and name. So write your name correctly and write your district correctly. And this is the today class. So if you like this video, you just like it. If you want to share to your friends, you can share it. And if you want to subscribe my channel, then subscribe and make your friends also subscribe my channel. So thank you very much for watching my video. Bye bye.